All right, so this is my day. These are three things that happened in my day. I'm going to use Star Wars classic Kenner Star Wars action figures to enact this. So this is me, okay? I'm just an Imperial dude, just like run-of-the-mill Imperial dude on my job, okay? I'm just doing my job, right? So the phone rings, and I can only imagine the guy looks like this, you know, with bandages on his head. I don't know. Anyway, imagine like a split screen, okay? Like the old days, you know, I'm on the phone, he's on the phone, okay? And I'm on the phone, and I'm like, hello, this is random German restaurant in Pittsburgh. I will not identify. And he's like, can I ask you a question? And I said, yeah. And he goes, where's your food come from? Right? And I'm like, I said, well, I mean, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? So I'm like, well, we have a bunch of purveyors. We have different purveyors for different things. Was there something in particular you were looking for? Like, for instance, we have all of our sausages come from the Usinger Sausage Company, you know, in like Wisconsin. And, you know, is there something you're trying to replicate, or are you trying to make something at home, or what's going on? And he goes, where's your German food come from? And I'm like, well, our food, like we buy the ingredients and we make the food based on a German recipe, but none of our food comes from Germany. You know, we don't import any of the food from Germany. We do import the beer, like the draft beer comes from Germany. I could show you like the kegs, like the 4 beers we have on tap that are German beers. They all have like German writing on the kegs and everything. So, but, you know, and I'm trying to make like a joke, you know, and like laughing and like a little bit. And I said, you know, but, well, you know, we use local ingredients, you know. And he goes, I just have one more question. So now I think I'm being interviewed or something. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, is your food non-GMO? Exactly. I mean, I wish I had you on camera rolling your eyes. Like, I've never been asked that question ever by anyone ever. And I'm like, sir, I honestly don't know the answer to that question. And he was like, oh, okay, thanks. So I don't even know, like, what was that?
Why is he wasting your time?
Number one, like, is he maybe he's working, okay, maybe he's working for a publisher or something, or maybe he's doing an article or something. I don't know what he's doing. But I'm guessing that, like, he was alone on Valentine's Day. I'm guessing he's in the dark, you know what I mean? Like, I'm guessing he has nothing better to do than to call restaurants and ask them if they have non-GMO food. Oh my God. So, like, is this the new thing? So, like, it was gluten-free and now it's going to be non-GMO food? Okay, so this guy's gone. All right, so that's over. So then later, right before I get done with my shift, these two couples come in. So this four comes in. This lady comes in with the other 3 people. Okay, it's 2 couples, and the lady's like, "Am I okay to park there?" And I'm like at the host stand, and I'm like looking out, and she's pretty good, but she's a little close to the intersection. So I said, you know, well, I kind of like raised my arms, like, a little bit, you know, I don't know. And she's like, you don't know. She's like, you don't know. She's like, I'll sue you. And I'm like, oh, really? So I sat down on the chair at the host stand.
Get out?
I said, really? Wait a minute, you're going to sue me? I said, sue me? That we just met. You're going to sue me? For what exactly?
Was she drunk?
No, she wasn't. I hope not. She was driving. And I said, she said, you're going to sue me because of what? Because you're going to get a ticket and I didn't tell you to park there? That's not going to hold up in a court of law, I don't think. And she's like, well, you're not telling me if I can park there or not. I said, look, you took the same driver's test as I took. Now, it was a long time ago, but 15 feet away from the intersection.
A long time.
A long time in a galaxy far, far away. And, you know, and I said, you know, like 15 feet away from that's Pennsylvania state law, right?
Yeah.
And everybody in the group, the other 3 are like looking at me and they're nodding their heads, but she's like, gonna sue me. So I said, you know what? I said, so she decides that she's not sure, so she goes out to move up her car another 5 feet. And I'm sitting there waiting for her to
her car.
Yeah, to move it away from the intersection.
Okay.
And I'm like, and then she parks. Of course, she parks like a jerk. She parks so that there's no way anybody can get between her and the next car.
Oh,
and there's not enough room for, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she just, you know how people park.
Yeah.
So she's one of these types. And it's like, so I'm waiting there and I'm thinking, just leave, don't. But what I really wanted to say was,
Get out.
you know, she'd come in and I wanted to say that. But I really wanted to say was, ma'am, I don't think we should speak anymore. I'm not comfortable saying anything to you. We should speak through our attorneys. Because obviously this is going to be a litigious thing. Yeah, so that was that. Okay.
Oh my
so
God.
that was it. But that happened not before the first thing of the day where this dude, and he's about this size, you know, he's a little dude.
The first thing of the day.
This little old dude, and he comes in, and he's the guy that like lies about everything. He lied to Jan that like we knew each other since I was in kindergarten and all this other stuff. The last time I was in, trying to impress people, like that's impressing people. And he says today, so there's golf on the TV. So he goes, oh yeah, he's like, I was on the PGA tour. Like what? And he's like, I had my PGA card, but I didn't play. I qualified, but I didn't actually play. No, why? No, number one.
Is
Okay.
his name Phil?
No, his name's JC. Okay, never trust anybody that goes by their initials and doesn't tell you their real name. Okay, but he knows Franco Harris. He played football with Franco Harris, and he tackled Franco Harris. And you know, and I'm like, dude, you better be careful. If Franco comes in here, I'll ask him. And he owns half of Sicily, apparently. Yeah. And so he's telling us how he golfed 24 rounds in the last 10 days, and all this stuff. And he lives in Gateway Towers because he has to tell everybody he lives in Gateway Towers. Because you know, everybody who lives in Gateway Towers has to tell you that they live in Gateway Towers. All people who live in Gateway Towers do that. I don't even know where Gateway Towers is. Yeah. So, but I guess that's supposed to impress me.
Yeah.
So he obviously needs some kind of validation from restaurant employees to prove that he's like awesome. So, so that was my day.
Wow, babe.
So which do you think was the most preposterous? A, that guy on the phone who wants to know where food comes from. B, the lady who's got a lawyer in her back pocket on speed dial. Or C, the guy who lies about everything all the time.
I think it's all equally goofy.
Well, I want the viewers to decide. So you go down and write in the comments.
What about my last thing of my day?
Tell me.
I made $110 after a 12-hour shift.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
But anyway, you guys subscribe if you want to see more action figure storytelling, and tell me which of this was the most preposterous. This stuff happens at restaurants all the time. This might be a new series.
I think the lady with the suing is would have like.
She just pulled that out of her back pocket, like she says it to everybody. Like she goes into Target and wants to sue like everybody at work.
That would have inflamed me. I actually think that I probably would have told her to get out.
I was close. I was close.
Like, we don't really need your business.
I was close, but I'm a very diplomatic.
Yeah.
See, look at my uniform. I'm a diplomat. Yeah. I'm a diplomatic host.
She would have just irritated me, and I would have been like,
well, I didn't have to wait on her.
Yeah.
If I had to wait on her, it probably would have escalated. But,
yeah.
Well, let's not speculate. That didn't happen. But yeah, okay. Yeah. So,
cool.
All right, people. This could be a new series if you guys want it to be. Tell me in the comments and subscribe.
Did you get